His mother tried to contact Airbnb after her son panicked and called from the room he was locked in. She couldn't get through. When she finally did, Airbnb gave her the number for Madrid's police. I am joined right now by Charles Griffin Intelligence Managing Member Philip Segal. He thinks Airbnb is not liable. Again, this is from a legal perspective. Criminal defense attorney with me now as well, Nicole DeBorde, who believes Airbnb is responsible. So, Nicole, I want to start with you. What exactly is Airbnb's responsibility? They have disclaimers everywhere.
They do have disclaimers everywhere, but they also have everywhere that you are our guest, and they are representing to you that they are offering this product, a place to stay, basically like a hotel, and then they say that you're their guest. And when they have an emergency, actually in this case a crime in progress, they do absolutely nothing to help their guest to help solve the problem and get out of danger. So I do think that they are liable in this case.
Philip, what is the difference then, again, in the eyes of the law, between an Airbnb property and a hotel room?
Well, the difference, Deirdre, is that these are not Airbnb properties. These are Airbnb properties in the same way that a travel agent would be responsible if something happened to you at a two-star hotel in Malaysia. They may use the word guest, but as you say, there are all these disclaimers, and no reasonable person could possibly think that Airbnb could supervise 800,000 different houses around the world. If you wanted them to do that, you would make them into a hotel and you would shut them down overnight. And I don't think anybody reasonably could expect Airbnb to be responsible for the conduct of all 800,000 people. And it works the reverse way as well. Airbnb gets people who have houses to admit strangers into their house, and you can't expect
There's risk on both sides.
You can't expect Airbnb to say, "Don't worry, person who's renting their house, a room out in their house, Jack the Ripper or Charles Manson won't come in, and if they do, we'll try and help you." It's knowing people who just want to be matched up. That's
well,
nothing more than that.
Maybe some of the properties, Nicole, I'm interested in your take on this, should develop unique codes that only the renter would have access to. Do you think that that's technologically possible given the number of listings they have?
Sure, it certainly is, and they've got to do something, and they absolutely need to make sure that their employees are trained about what to do in the middle of an emergency. In this case, the employees just ferried the person on to law enforcement, and law enforcement, the number that they gave was giving a recording. So this could have turned out much worse. It was obviously pretty horrific as it was, but he could have been killed. They didn't do anything to stop a crime in progress.
Thank you both. Glad to have your views with me there. Nicole DeBorde joining me there, and Philip Segal.